Hi Gemini, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for the week of June 14th through the 21st of 2020 here. So Flag Day to Father's Day, and we could certainly have some beautiful Gemini birthdays this week, couldn't we? So happy birthday to you if you're celebrating it. Great week ahead. I can just feel the energy already. It feels good to me. I do want to thank all of you who have been supporting the channel by watching readings, liking, commenting, sharing. It raises my vibration and it raises yours too. So I do the same. I try to be supportive where I can, and I see it come back to me again and again. And I'd also like to invite anybody to subscribe if they're new. If you hit the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, but it's generally every week. So you can just check back every week too if you don't like the notifications, understandably. Here we go. Let's see what the guidance is. Guidance, please, for Gemini this week. Guidance for Gemini, please. Here we go. That feels good. Now again, remember, we're dealing with sacred mysticism, so we try our best. I try my best to align it to a week, but you know, you can't really force the sacred into human timelines. It's more for structure. All right, Sunday, you've got the Ace of Wands. Monday, you've got the Emperor. Tuesday, you have Judgment. Wednesday, you have the Sun. Thursday, you've got the Two of Cups. Friday, you have the Emperor. Saturday, you have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful reading this week. Great reading for you. You know, you've definitely got, we've got Aries here. You have Taurus here. You have Leo. So certainly you could have Aries, Leo, Taurus you're dealing with, or another earth sign here. But you've got love coming in for sure. You've got love, and you've got a new beginning or a new opportunity coming in. So you begin here with this Ace of Wands, and this can certainly be an olive branch being extended. And I think I've had some similar readings with this before, where you've got somebody out there who wants to come in casually. They're looking to reconnect, and so they may come back. They might come back with a big apology, though, too. But again, there's something new with this. It's very positive, though. It's like a, you know, I feel like you're getting into a part in your life where it's like, finally, I'm on track. Things are coming in. This is exactly what I was looking for. So, you know, is there somebody coming towards you? Absolutely, yes. I can tell you that. And I do feel like there could be a bit of an issue with maybe distance or something like that, or schedules. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But I don't feel like it's going to stop them. They're not this like, pshaw, I don't care about that. You know, they're very easygoing. This person has a nice, easy energy. I feel like they're also very spontaneous, whoever this is. Fun-loving. They like to be outdoors. It just feels really nice. So you've got the Emperor on Monday, and this is all about structure and authority. And sometimes with the Emperor, though, and what I feel like with this, you may have somebody around you who very much cares about how things appear. You know, and I'll give you a good example. One of the neighbors had complained about another neighbor's kid driving too fast, and the kid was going like 22 or something. I mean, not terribly fast. But the parents would just rather, you know, die than be embarrassed. And so they keep telling this kid, no, you need to go 15, because they don't want to make the other neighbors upset. It's kind of like that kind of energy, where it's like, look, that's not even the speed limit, but okay. They're very concerned about how things look. That's what I keep getting. And this may be about work too. For somebody here, it doesn't feel like it's the Ace of Wands. It doesn't feel attached to that. It almost feels like this person is, they're just like very structured, type A, want to look good on the outside. And again, like I said, this could be to do with work for you guys. So it's like somebody at work that wants things to look perfect, even though it's like, Jesus, we've just been through a pandemic. We're doing the best that we can. Lay off. You know, I get that. Wow. It gets better, though. So on Tuesday, and that's very temporary. And again, part of the great thing about tarot is it gives you insight into things so you can kind of sidestep it if you see it coming and you go, oh gosh, that was me. I know it. Yep, I see it here. And then you work around it. You've got Judgment on Tuesday. And again, I do feel like you have something here where you've been waiting. And I mentioned that in the beginning of the reading, and I'll say it again. It's like you've been waiting for things to get into alignment. It's like you've been putting in all the work. And again, there may be something in here that you need to forgive with somebody. It's like a time to let go of the past and just move on with the future and acceptance. And I do feel like you're going to get better understanding of a situation, where there's more awareness and just, I don't know, something where it feels like there's been something kind of hidden or there's been some kind of misunderstanding that gets rectified. But again, I don't feel like it's anything major, like you're waiting for a decision about like somebody being terminated or something like that. But I do feel like the outcome of that ends up being really nice on Wednesday. The energy of that runs over into something gets resolved there. That's what I keep getting. And not having that burden of whatever that conflict was, it just puts things into a much better space overall. So Wednesday, you've got the sun here. And some of you may have a really great week at work where you just are on point with your communication. You're working very efficiently. Somebody's working very, very efficiently, and it's like you're just in flow, and it's noticed. There's freedom, though, with this card, too. There's definitely freedom, and there's very much an unconditional love that comes into this reading. So for some of you, if you've been wondering about love, you definitely have love coming towards you. And like I said, it's unconditional and it's long-term. There's a long-term commitment here. So you've got this Two of Cups on Thursday. And, this is soulmate connection. It's soulmate connection in the love realm. And it's definitely reciprocated. There for some of you, you may have some kind of an unexpected encounter, like with somebody, like with this Ace of Wands, where they come back and you bump into them, and that's the chance, that's the opening. Because we don't necessarily, if there's an amends to be made, sometimes it's like we kind of leave it in the universe's hands to bring us together, and when the timing is right, the perfect timing of the universe, here you go. So I do feel like you could have a face-to-face encounter at some point this week with somebody who needs to express some things to you. But it will definitely go well. Now, for some of you with work, like I mentioned, you got somebody who's kind of pressure cooker. They're living in a pressure cooker around you. But I do feel like overall, your career is good. The career aspects here are very good. And you're in the right, it feels like you're doing the right thing, in terms of the right field, where especially if it's something to do with communication, it just feels right, like it's the right fit. So on Friday here, you've got the Hierophant, and this is 5, so it's a change. But this is also, it's interesting because where the Emperor is ruled by like social norms and things like that, the Hierophant is just, there's some similarity there, except they're ruled by spiritual norms. Okay, so for some of you, you may have something to do with balancing a relationship with some kind of like I said, there's some kind of obstacle that comes in here, but it feels almost like somebody's got a lot going on, like they're in school, they're working, and they're just trying to balance life and get free time. But it's definitely a commitment card. And like I said, this is a card of order and tradition. So it's like all about doing things in a very specific order. So for some of you too, there may be a relationship that comes in and you just have ideas, constructs of how things should go. And you're very specific about it. And that's just something that's part of your belief system, and it shows up here. So again, with this card, the Hierophant holds up his hand and tells the soul to be still and know. So be still and know that the universe is on your side. you're definitely divinely guided when you see that. So you have this Seven of Wands here on Saturday, and sevens in the tarot are all about victory. And so he's engaged in a bit of a battle, but he's victorious. He's elevated. See how he's standing up above all of his opponents here? He's able to navigate. He's able to, not only defend himself, but navigate around the conflict. So I do feel for some of you, if there's an issue, like I said, with a relationship, this person wants to work around it. They want to work through it. They want to, not blow things out of proportion, I'm getting. They don't want anything to get so big that it matters more than it does, if that makes sense. So for somebody here, that is relevant. And then you close off very nice on Sunday here with the Page of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like you've got some new stuff coming through. This is also a new offer. So you've got the Ace of Wands, and then you've got the Page of Pentacles. And there's definitely going to be a new offer coming through here. And with this, on the material plane, some of you may be feeling quite good about how things are going in terms of getting organized financially, getting things, it feels like, have been paid off, and there's like now a time where you can start to really manage money in a way that maybe you haven't before. But I do feel like where it really pertains to a relationship, you have somebody that wants to bring in an offer, and with this, it's going to be a long-term offer. It's not something that's just a fleeting opportunity. But, you've got, like I said, you've got hard-earned prosperity here. You really do. You've got some hard-earned things that have maybe come with some lessons that we don't always like, but we learn from them either way. So this is an oracle card to attract more love in your life. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. So, we definitely, right, we know the law of attraction, or some people call it the law of magnetic attraction. And there's truth in that. And we'll close things out with Abraham Hicks, Money and the Law of Attraction. I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. Continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desire for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable and allow into your experience what makes you feel comfortable. A different story will bring different results. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my comfort and joy. So you can definitely have, do, or be anything. If you can see it in your mind, you can have it in your reality, Gemini. I love you so much, and I'll be back again soon.